Hello and welcome to Life Lessons with Barbara. This is show number 11. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Barbara Aline Johnson, and I'll be sharing insights that are offered by a former client of mine, Melissa. And if you've been tuning in, you'll know that this is the fourth segment of a four-part series of my interview with Melissa. Let me take a moment to give a shout out to Wdrb Media for this wonderful opportunity and to bring it to your attention that not only do I host this show, but I am also the owner of EEJ and Associates LLC, which is a transformational coaching and consulting company. My team and I specialize in dismantling barriers that stand between you and the life you truly want to live, or that business or project or masterpiece you hope to create. And I want you also to take note of After the Rain is playing in the background, and that is a creation by the phenomenal Lois Lady McMorris. For more information, check out my website, bej-associates.com. Now, with no further ado, let's hear more from Melissa and how her life is now. Let's transition now to where you are now.
Where I am now. Let's see here. I am self-sufficient. I am happy, or applied to get my license back and got my massage license back. So I have my own business. I am fully self-employed now. I am in Raleigh, off Six Forks. My business is called Return to Wellness. I do therapeutic massage therapy, deep tissue trigger point medical massage. I am certified to do, or trained to do prenatal and hot tone as well. I use essential oils all the time. I'm a extremely happy mom. I use the oils on my son and myself all the time. I got back into doing energy work, and now my son will come to me and, Mommy, my tummy hurts. Is there an oil? And there is. And he'll have me massage it into his belly. Mommy, will you do some energy work on me?
He's 6 now, right?
He's 6.
Oh, I love that age.
So and he wants all of his friends to come and to have their parents come and see me, and I have to explain to him that that's just not really how we work it.
I think, and maybe you don't want to brag, but I heard that you are especially gifted at doing this kind of work, and that people have gone to a lot of other therapists, massage therapists and chiropractors and stuff, and you were the one that found the relief.
Yeah. Yes. I've had clients who have been through multiple accidents, broken bones that didn't heal properly, etc. And they've been going to therapists as they travel, because they travel for work. And they come see me and they're like, okay, for as long as I'm here on this job, I'm seeing you. It seems like there are only a few of us who combine those things. There might be others, but I don't know what the difference is. I just know that my clients are very happy.
Yes. Maybe it's because you do combine the two. So we have a few more minutes. So kind of tell, as much as we laymen can understand,
Oh, what is the energy work thing about? And what's the advantage, and what does it reveal?
Okay, the energy work. The way that I've explained this to several clients is you can get the stuff massaged out of your body, out of your, you get stuff loosened out of your muscles.
Okay, what stuff?
Tightness, trigger points, where, I fell, 2 months ago and I sprained or sprained my ankle and stuff. And I go in and I find the calf muscles that got really tightened up and get all that stuff out, and come to find out they had, well, yeah, I was a runner for like 10 years. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell because your calves are just completely jacked up. And I start working it out. Technical term, yeah. And get things loosened up. And suddenly they're like, oh my God, I didn't know my calves could feel like this. We've got 7 chakra centers from our, basically our perineum. So way down at the bottom of our body, up to basically the base of our spine. So from the base of our spine, to make it nice and clean, from the base of our spine to the crown of our head, we've got 7 chakras in our body along our spine.
And chakras are centers.
The energy centers. They're energy centers. And so you've got the root chakra, the sacral chakra, solar plexus, which is right at your gut, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So the root chakra is your groundedness. It's your connection to, let's see here, how to describe that. So when you feel like you're being pulled in 50 different directions and kind of like your feet up in the air, that's when that root chakra is kind of off. Sacral chakra is kind of your creative and procreative energy.
So is that like in the abdominal area, or where?
Think of it right in your sacrum, like right above your pelvic bone.
Okay.
Your pubic bone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's right in that area. And so so for you, if you had a big project that you wanted to get done, and you were looking at it, and you're like, oh my God, no, I don't even want to deal with this right now. And then something triggers, and suddenly for like 3 days, you are just working it and you are plowing through it. That energy has flipped to the creative side and you're just working through it. Oh. So that's where your creative energy comes from. Mm-hmm. Procreative energy, I think, is kind of self-explanatory. Your solar plexus is your fight or flight. Mm. It's where you can feel where if someone has kind of emotionally kicked you in the gut, you feel it there. Okay. If you are feeling like a ton of joy in your life, it can be because that energy is full. Heart.
That's the one I got nailed on. Believe me, they know all about me already. So.
Throat is your communication energy.
Okay.
It's able to determine when you are giving too much of yourself. Mm-hmm. You're able to feel it. When it's in overdrive, and kind of where the energy is just leaking out in overdrive, and it can get stuck there, like me for 8 years. You're constantly giving, and there's no way that you can give enough. I have discovered in working with my clients is voicing it can be beneficial. The awareness of it is what's important.
Mhm.
Once the self-awareness comes, it's like that energy has been communicated and it's ready to be released.
Mhm.
And then it's for that client to then go home and do the homework,
And do the process. Yeah.
do the processing. So, you know, as I'm sure that you've discovered with your clients, and I'm pretty sure that that I discovered it with you as well, and probably rediscovered it over the last couple of years, a couple of times. It's not always beneficial to talk about it and talk about it and talk about it.
Yeah.
And vent. One of the worst things that we can do is vent off to 4 different girlfriends at 4 different times about the same thing.
Every time you tell it, you reinforce it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. When we write it out in journal and we're honestly journaling,
Yeah.
and we're digging into the gut,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it starts releasing. That's when it processes, and then they're able to have some of those really hard discussions that they haven't been willing to have with loved ones.
Yeah.
Or with people who should be loved ones, but it's not safe to be loved ones with.
Yeah, and that I run into that a lot too as a life coach, where people are, and it's understandable that you expect a mother to be motherly, you expect the dad to be,
loving and supportive and and strong and what have you.
And so there are expectations that we have of family members that they, for whatever reason, cannot provide that for us.
Exactly.
And we miss all these other people and all these other things that could, that could bring, that could fill that void.
Yes.
Boy, it's got to be the mom or she, and people get stuck there, trying to make somebody be different than what they really are. So anyway, I'm glad you brought that up too, because I wanted to say that. We have 2 more chakras you got to tell us about. Right?
Okay, 2 more chakras. I can get stuck in these things. Let's see here. So third eye is awareness of yourself, connection within. Listening to that inner voice, which is something that we have a hard time doing. It can manifest in a lot of different ways. Crown chakra is our connection to spirit.
I'm out of time, but what I want to do is to give you an opportunity to tell people how they can get in touch with you.
Okay, so you can find me on the web at www.returntowellnessnc.com. You can find me on Facebook under Return to Wellness. The address is on my website. You can call me or text me 919-999-0723. I'm now there full time, and I have some pretty good flexibility.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you, my dear, and thank you for letting me talk so long about what I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fascinated.
I love what I do, and I love that I can do self-care. I love that I can work on my son, and I love that I can be a safe place for people who are really trying to figure out what's going on and heal from what's been going on.
Right. Okay, great. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you again for tuning in to Life Lessons with Barbara. And I hope you enjoyed today's show and join me in thanking Melissa for sharing so much of herself with us. I hope you will continue to tune in every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And there's tons of information on my website. I can't go into all the details right now, but go to my website, bej-associates.com. You can listen to old shows and even see them. You can download Lady Mac's After the Rain or hear some of her other tunes. And most importantly, because time is running out, you can buy tickets for the 80th birthday celebration of Dr. Joe L. Dudley Sr. And that is from May 20th through the 22nd in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. A life lesson for today, wow, there's so many. But I guess the most important one that comes to my mind is there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So no matter how dark things are, just give it some time and the light will shine. And with that, namaste.